and girls, welcome back to the Steak and Brush. I'm Christine, and to go with the last video, which was a full face of my most expensive products, today I'm going to do a full face of my cheapest products. Before we get into it, as always, if I could have you like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already, make sure you hit the little bell so that you'll be notified of anytime I post new videos, which I'm trying to do on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And follow me over at steak _and_brush at Instagram. Also, before we get into it, yes, first of all, I finally bleached my hair. I haven't toned it, so I've got lots of yellow and stuff in it for right now. But I also finally used, remember my Allure unboxing? I said we got, because I signed up at a certain time, I got a coupon for a free Hot Tools. Well, this is the Hot Tools thing. It's huge, freaking huge. It's a little on the heavy side, but I just used it, and oh my goodness, it dried and straightened my hair so much quicker than doing either of them. So yeah, that's my new favorite. All right, so let's get into this. All right, all my skincare and stuff is done, but I am going to start priming with my cheapest primer, which was the Wet n Wild Partner Up Primer Stick. This was from a collection where you were supposed to be able to stack different things on top of each other, and well, that's just not really my cup of tea. I've only used this primer once, and that's when I did my full face of Wet n Wild. It didn't do poorly, I just wasn't really all that impressed by it. And if I need a silicone primer, that actually kind of rubs right in. If I need a silicone primer, I have other ones that I like a little better. But that was kind of nice, it just kind of went right in. I don't think I remember noticing that last time. All right, so yeah, I think this was about $4 retail price. Again, some of these, it's a little hard to tell because, how do you judge a palette and different kinds of things, but I just tried the best I could, and if it came down to something similar, I either picked what I liked better or what I thought would go better with the whole look. All right, so for foundation, my Believe Beauty foundation is the cheapest. If you remember, I just did a review on this. Now, again, you can get the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus for cheaper. I've seen it for $3.50 and stuff, but that's not its regular price. Its regular price, according to Wet n Wild, is something like $5.69 or something, and this is always $5 at Dollar General. So there's that. I'm so glad to finally have my roots done. I can't do them myself. It's just too much work with my arms, and they really start to hurt, so I had to get my daughter to do it. So finding a day when we both have the time and we're both feeling like doing it is a little tricky. And I am not using, necessarily my cheapest brushes or any of the utensils. I'm just kind of using what I have. Although right now these are the only sponges I have, these Real Techniques. And if you'll remember from my foundation review, I thought this is a very decent foundation. It's not the best I've ever had. It's not the worst. It is definitely worth $5. Although I know a lot of people who did put it on their favorites. So maybe, obviously it worked just a little better for them. But for $5, it's definitely worth checking out. And all you have to do is find a Dollar General. And sometimes we are lazy people, and when we just need something little, even though it might cost a little bit more, but it's worth running in Dollar General, which is right up the street, instead of going to Kroger or grocery store, which is right up the street just a little farther. But then you have to deal with the parking and the crowds, and that's not fun. All right, so foundation is on. Oh, you know what? I don't think I grabbed a powder. No, I did not. Okay, my cheapest foundation, or my cheapest powder, is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I want to say this is like $7.99 or something like that. I'll have to research that and post it, but I honestly don't have a lot of cheap powders. Actually, I don't have a whole lot of powders to begin with, but the one I use the most is either this or the highest end one I have, which I used in the last video. I forgot to do my under eyes again. I'll try to avoid my under eyes when I powder. But my Becca Hydra Set thing, a Hydra one that I always forget the whole name of it. Okay, we'll go back in and do my under eye. Cheapest thing I have is this Wet n Wild concealer. It's probably around $4 or something like that. Now, you will notice most of the stuff is going to be Wet n Wild. Now, I did a full face of Wet n Wild, so I have tons of Wet n Wild products. And I don't quite have all of them. Some of them I've decluttered, but not much. But this I never reach for, though. I just feel like it goes a little creasy too easily. And this is in the shade Light Ivory. I need to remember not to blend too far down since I already have powder on. But, you know, I just kind of wanted to also show that expensive makeup is great, but cheap makeup can be great too. Which is why, on a daily basis, I usually just use a little of both. I mean, my two favorite foundations, one is a extremely high end and one is a very low end. So, all right, let's just powder that up a bit under my eye. Been doing that a lot lately, forgetting to do my under eye. Don't know why. All right, so bronzer. The cheapest one I have, actually I have two of these, the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer. They are both from the Fire and Ice collection. This one is You're Dragging Me Down. It's a little on the cooler side. They're both a little dark for this time of year, for as pale as I am, but especially since I didn't mention it this time, but when I was doing the review, the Believe Beauty, I probably could have gone up one more shade, but they didn't have it in. So I did go a little bit lighter than what my natural shade would be. But I think these bronzers work just as well as any of my high-end ones. Just the only reason I haven't been reaching for them recently, again, is they're just a little dark. I use them a lot during the summer, though. Do just a little bit on my nose. Doing that lately. Not sure how I like it, but I'm trying. I'm very excited. I did, speaking of high end and low end, I ordered the Natasha Denona Love palette and the Love Glow face palette today. Got it from Beautylish. They're estimating that it'll be here on Friday to Monday. Today's Tuesday, so it cannot get here fast enough. All right, blush. Blush is one of those things I just wasn't sure which way to go price-wise, but I ended up going with this NYX palette. While it's $10, and I have things that are cheaper than $10, those are all single pans, where this is an 8-pan for $10, so, you know, we're talking just over $1. What I'm gonna do today, I think I'm gonna go this one right here. These, as far as I can tell, don't have individual names. At least I've never found the individual names if they do. They probably do if you buy. You can probably buy them separately because these are part of the Sweet Cheeks collection. I just don't know why. You know, they could have put them on the back or something. Oh, okay. No, I thought they were on there, but no, that's just those are just blush palette in different languages. I thought I caught myself being an idiot, but this time I'm saved. Probably not next time, though. Okay. And those NYX blushes just perform perfectly. I have no problems with them at all. Some of them aren't necessarily the colors I would have picked, but the formula is just fine. Highlighter. Cheapest highlighter I have is this Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder. And this one is also from the Fire and Ice collection. This is Winter Falls in LA. The formula of this is very nice, but it has a blue cast to it. So I don't wear it a lot. I don't do a whole lot of, I mean, I do some blue looks, but not a lot. So that's the only reason I don't really use this one that much. Okay, so there is the face stuff done. Let's move on to my eyebrows first here. My eyebrows, this is actually the one I got from the dollar store when I did my full face of dollar store makeup. This is LA Colors, which is one of the predominant brands they have there. I don't know if it has a color. If it does, I don't see it on here. Hello, Miss May. It's my Maggie May down there. I don't think she's happy about being trapped in here with me. This, for $1, even not for $1, this is a very nice brow pencil. It's just a little too dark for me, so I have to go very, very soft-handed on it. Recently, when I ran out of my CoverGirl, before I could get to the store to get another one, since I didn't have a backup, this is what I reach for the most, as opposed to my high-end stuff. 100% this. I do just like the CoverGirl a bit better because you don't have to sharpen it. It is smaller, so you get better lines drawn. Like I did just there, doing a big ass line. And I don't know if I said the color match is better, but the color match is better. Oh, actually, no. Just pull out a tool real quick, just to brush it out, not to do anything else. There, that doesn't make it look so clumped together. All right, going in for my eyes. Again, this is another one of those, you know, depending on how many pans you have, changes what the price kind of would be, but I'm just going to go for my Wet n Wild, and this is the Color Icon Rose in the Air palette. Love this palette. It's supposed to be a sort of a dupe for the ABH Modern Renaissance, because it's got like 8 of the same colors. There are a few colors it does not have. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my brushes. There we go. Just move my brushes around and it's completely throwing me off. But yeah, I really, really love the color story on here, and I think it performs very, very nicely. So, I'm just going to go in here with this bottom transition color. Yeah, and I think this was $4.99. It might be a little, I think that's what I paid for it. It might be a little higher retail. I'll have to check, and I'll put all these prices up on screen again for you, but I know some people have some problems with some of the Wet n Wild palettes, but I really, really like them. I mean, this is blending out like a dream. No problems, no patchiness, no skipping. Just gorgeous color. One day I might actually get the Modern Renaissance palette and do a one eye against the other to see how it works. The only, you know, like I said, they are missing a couple different shades, and unfortunately one of those shades is one of the prettiest ones in that ABH palette. Alright, what else am I going to go into? I think I'm going to go into this deeper color right here. I don't know. Yeah, these just have numbers. They don't have names, so. Ooh, that was a lot of kick up in that pan. Whoops. That was user error. Let's see if we can fix that. Yeah, it's 10:45 at night, and I'm just doing my makeup. I didn't film yesterday. I just wasn't feeling it. My back was really bad. And I woke up today. I'm still not feeling great, but feeling a little better. And Grace was willing to do my hair. And when she did that, I thought, well, I'm going to try out that Hot Tools thing. And I liked the Hot Tools so much, but you know how it did my hair. I thought, might as well film, because I'm kind of feeling better now. For me, that's the magic of makeup. I can be feeling like complete shit, and I, you know, put makeup on, do my hair, and even though I still feel like complete shit, it just makes me feel a little better. If not physically, it makes me feel better mentally, and that helps out so much. That's really why I got into makeup. Because I can't make myself physically feel better. So I wanted to do something that just made me feel better otherwise. I I mean, that just blended out gorgeously. That did not blend out like a $5 palette. That blended out like a $40 palette. When I first got back into makeup, I kind of was knocking Wet n Wild because I remember how cheap it was when I was growing up. Not just price, but cheap quality. But they have really stepped up their game. Okay, now I'm going to go into this really rosy color here. I'm going to put it all over my lid. Switch brushes. And I'm still not saying that all Wet n Wild products are awesome, because they're not. But they have quite a few good ones. You just definitely do not want to turn your nose up at them just because they're cheap. I think, actually, I only think I have two more Wet n Wild products after this, but I was really trying not to do all Wet n Wild, but you know, you just got to do what the prices say. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go in with a little bit of this brown here, just in my outer V, and just a little bit in the crease. Okay, maybe a little more than just that, because I got carried away. It's just so much more pigmented than I expect. Okay, that's going to need some major blending. Let's work on that. All right, I just realized my video camera turned off. I hope I didn't miss much. I hate it when it does that. Okay, so I did have one liner that was cheaper than this. It was a brush tip pot just like this, except it was brown. And I knew that wouldn't work as well as the black for the rest of this eye look, so I did cheat a little bit. I think this was like $3.50 or something. All right, for my waterline, For my tight line, I'm going in with my L'Oreal Infallible Longwear in black. I love this one. I don't have many kohl eyeliners. The ones I did get from the dollar store, I did, and I think Wet n Wild, I think I did declutter those. Because I did have problems with, they just didn't work as well. Especially on the waterline, I could get no pigmentation. But with this I did, so. And I use this. I have a couple of high-end ones, but I don't like them nearly as much. So this is my go-to, high or low end. There we go. Mascara. Before we do mascara, I'm going to spray my face down. This is the Catrice HD Active Performance Freezing Spray. It is the cheapest I have right now. I want to say this was like $8 or $9. I would actually probably purchase the Wet n Wild Photo Finish over it. Just when I ran out of the Photo Finish, I still have so many other sprays that I haven't been using them. That, you know, I need to use them up before I buy more. I don't have enough space just for that. My mascara is the Wet n Wild Skinny Mascara. I decluttered the dollar store and the other Wet n Wild mascara I had. I didn't like those. Ooh, black up there from something. But this I got, actually I got it to really kind of try it out for the lower lashes, since you know I have so many problems with the lower lashes. I still have issues, and it's not necessarily the mascara, it's just more user error. I think it helps a little bit, but it doesn't do a whole lot for the upper lashes. But I'm going to put false lashes on anyway. And this is waterproof. So I did use that in my, I don't know if it's up yet or not, but I have a waterproof makeup video. If it's not up, it's coming soon. My lashes are these Ionis. I'm kind of upset because I haven't seen them in the dollar store lately. I bought, you know, a bunch when they were there. I have, however, seen like a 6 or 8 pack of them at, where was it? Where was I? Maybe Burlington Coat Factory or something? But I was a little disappointed. But these are very cute. They're actually starting to get dirty. I really should clean them. Okay. Again, who does their makeup and puts false lashes on at 11 o'clock at night? Who does? I do. In all fairness, I'll probably be up till 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Yeah. But I'm still not going anywhere. Just be sitting around watching TV. So this is the one bad thing about falling in love with things from the dollar store. A lot of this stuff they have, they get it and then it's gone. And they'll never get it again. Seriously, what do I have up there? But yeah, these are just very gorgeous kind of va-va-va-voom. They're the Wispy Cat Eye Crossover. I just love them. The glue I'm using came from Eyelinerr. I don't know exactly how much it was because it came with a set of lashes in a box. I think I looked it up once and it was like $5 or something for the glue. I'm not sure, but I only have this in Duo glue. I've been using this a lot lately, and I think this is actually cheaper than the Duo glue. Fortunately, the bands have a little bit of another color of eyeshadow on them, because like I said, I need to clean them. But these will probably be on for about 20 minutes after I'm done filming. So there are my eyelashes. And finally, for lips, for my dollar store video, I got, this was a set for both the lip liner and the lipstick. It's Colormates, and the lipstick is in ginger spice. It doesn't say on here. I don't know if this is ginger spice as well, or if just, you know, what it is. So, but it came with it. Oh, my lips are a little dry. Okay. Did not get this centered very well. My eyes are sticking together. Yeah, and for a dollar lipstick, I really like this. It's a bullet, so it's not going to last forever, but I think it's a very pretty shade. All right, so here it is, a full face of the cheapest makeup I own, and I actually think I did just as well with this as I did with my high-end. So take that for what you will. I hope you enjoy these kinds of videos. If you do, let me know by giving me a little thumbs up and letting me know what else you'd like to see a full face of, and I will do my best to get some of those for you. But thank you so much for being with me tonight. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.